dog bark?
Well, she goes and teaches all day, so she can't leave it.
Dog inside.
Well, why don't you call her and tell her, because it's not working for me.
Well, what you can do, like I said, is file a civil suit and ask for injunctive relief.
And that's what I have to do, is I have to pay to hire an attorney to do this, to get a dog to quit barking.
Yes, it's the same thing as if they were cooking something.
Then why do we have an ordinance?
Because we tried.
Because you tried. Well, like I said, I invite any member of the Hoover Police Department
We'll talk to you in a minute.
to do something, because when you're laying in bed at 10:30 at night and this dog's yakking, it's not fun. And when you're sitting there and you're reading financial pages, I don't know about y'all, but I have to concentrate. And when I'm buying and selling stock, I don't want to be aggravated because it's woof, 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 woof. We're talking big money here. I mean, I'm not talking about $100. We're talking big money, and I'm responsible for this. And I do a very good job. I return over 5%.
Well, I believe if you filed a civil suit, you would get your preliminary, you would get a...
Okay, and how much money do you think that would cost me?
Well, filing fee's gonna be about, probably about $210.
Okay, and lawyer's fees?
Probably get one at a low rate.
At a low rate? Okay, well,
I hate you have to go through that, but it may be something you may recover.
And you would ask me...
well, if she can't afford to buy a collar to go on the dog, she certainly ain't gonna pay me.
Let me offer another suggestion. Chief, can y'all possibly meet with Ms. Odo and see if
Yeah,
we
we'll be
can
glad to
come
talk
up
to her.
with a way?
I know after the last meeting, you were dealing with,
Mr. Quay.
yes, at court, so.
Yeah,
I
and
thought-
but I will tell you, for the prosecutor to say, let's give her another 30 days, absolutely sent me over the edge.
Chief, don't say that.
Now, we're gonna give her some, we'll talk to you right now.
But this is what my neighbor and I want to make very plain to y'all. We did the right thing. We went through the system. You know, I've been told, forgive me, by a police officer to chunk a piece of meat soaked in antifreeze over the fence, and that would fix it. Well, I can't do that. It's not the dog's fault.
I think so.
I believe that was probably a county deputy, I don't believe that.
Well,
He's gone now.
I went through the motions y'all told me to go through. My neighbor went with me. We did all this work, and what did we get? Nothing.
Mr. President, Chief Judges and the police will get with you after this meeting. After your meeting with the chief, give me a call this week, and I want to see where you are with this, okay?
Well, I gave it so much time before I came back. You invited me to come back. Be careful what you ask for.
Well, we need to know this. We're all sorry you've reached that level of frustration, but it may prompt us to look at this ordinance and see if we can improve it and strengthen it up some. And
that's a wonderful idea, Mr. Skelton, because I think that if the Officer Davis, anyone with the dog patrol, if they could write a ticket, let her go fight the ticket, but it gets me out of it. Let them write her tickets, and let her fight the tickets, but why am I leading the crusade?
I thought we had that capability to issue citations with monetary penalty on it.
Well, I think if y'all can write a 16-year-old going boom, boom, boom in the car, you can
Animal
help me.
control does.
Yeah.
Animal control
is what they're
saying.
Okay, well, that's not what I got, you know, it depends on what time of day it is. Thank you very much.
Mr. President, I've got one question. I'm going to ask the city attorney, if an appeal is taking place, is the city enjoined from any further action? Okay, so every instance constitutes a different violation.
Yeah. It does, and, you know, she's probably had to hire herself an attorney to deal with the appeals. And in 18 months or whatever it does take, when it comes back, if the same evidence, then, you know, she'll, whatever the ordinance penalties are, she'll be subject to those.
Can she file that same action as small claim and get a relief and not have to go to a full circuit?
For what?
Make it civil, do it under small claim.
Yeah, but under small claims, you're only filing for monetary relief. You have to go to circuit court to get an injunction. That's what she wants.
Yeah.
If she filed a nuisance, just like if there was some kind of odor coming out of the house, or like you wanted to condemn a house, you know, but she would have to go to circuit, then she would have to, but she'd probably get a injunction and get immediate relief, you know, we put the dog up and put the dog in, or get rid of the dog.
Chief, has an officer been to that residence and spoken to them about the problem
Yes, several times.
and why?
I don't know, I mean, I have not talked to the officer, but I was talking to she said that the officers have knocked on the door and talked to them. Of course, a lot of times in the police, by the time the police, sometimes the dog's barking, sometimes the dog's not.
Sure.
So, but we're gonna do something. This is crazy. I feel for her, and I promise we'll do something.
I do too, thank you.
And it will not have anything to do with the meat or anything.
Even if the county did recommend it, right, Chief? Any other, we're adjourned.